Let's start back in, say, February. What were your expectations, or what do you recall the expectations were surrounding Aaron Judge and the impact that he would have on the Yankees roster?
To roll it back to February, the Yankees, Hal Steinbrenner had said he expected Judge to be his opening day right fielder, but that was not a lock. And as a matter of fact, as late as the last week of camp, the Yankees were still thinking about having Judge start the year in AAA, which is just silly to think about now. But that was more because Aaron Hicks had played so well in spring training and continued that into the regular season. But there were still a lot of questions about Judge. You know, he had struck out in half his 84 at-bats last year at the big league level. I believe he'd hit 179. I mean, this did not look like a finished product yet. I don't think that anybody who saw Judge in February or March could see this coming. But, you talk to Joe Girardi about it, and he says the last week or 10 days or so of spring training, he really kicked it up to another level. Obviously, Judge made the team. They didn't send him back to the minors, and I don't think he has to worry about riding any buses anytime soon. I think he is here to stay, and he has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, Bryan, it's hard for me to believe with all the scouting reports that you heard, swing and miss, he's got great raw power, but never going to, make enough contact to stick at this level, or even the people who had high expectations for him thought he'd be just a home run guy. How do you go from that, and then after what we saw of him in the majors, as you just mentioned, last year, how do you go from that to now potential MVP, potential triple crown winner in the American League? I don't understand it.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I think that the big difference with Judge obviously has been his plate selection. He was waving at a lot of pitches he shouldn't have been swinging at last year, but this has been his track record. When he went to Double-A, he struggled, figured it out, kind of adjusted to the level and dominated there. Triple-A, same story, struggled. Then he figured it out. Now he's doing in the big leagues against the best competition there is. So, I mean, is it as easy as he's just laying off pitches that he shouldn't be chasing and then hitting the ones that are in the zone? Maybe, but I think that he's got a very mature approach compared to where I saw him last year. And what impressed me the most about Judge is, you're right, he's not just a one-dimensional power hitter where it's home runs or nothing. He can go for a drought and go for 7 or 8 games without hitting a home run, but he's still getting his singles and his doubles, and he's driving the ball, and it's coming off his bat like a rocket. And that's hard to defend against, and that's why he's leading the American League in batting average right now.
How's he handling his newfound fame?
I think Judge has a good head on his shoulders for it. Nothing really seems to faze him. When you talk to him about, he hits that 490-foot moonshot at Yankee Stadium, he kind of shrugs it off, says it doesn't really matter. It just counts for 1 run, and he seems uncomfortable when you want to bring that up. But I mean, it really is remarkable what he's doing. I think that I've only seen something like this once, and that was 2007 when Alex Rodriguez won the MVP. Just every time he stepped to the plate, you wanted to watch that at bat. And that's what I'm seeing with Judge, and that's what his teammates are seeing. I think that's what all of baseball is seeing, which is why he's a shoo-in right now to go to the All-Star game. And personally speaking, I hope he hits in a home run derby, because I think that would be a great show to watch.